talk about politics, alright? Now, they always say never bring up politics, but you know what? Fuck it. It's the year of the election, and shit's going down. It's either a first female president, which is fucking awesome because we're progressing somehow. You got Bernie Sanders over there sticking up for the little people, you know what I mean? He's actually trying to stand up and take a fight and fight against the establishment is what they say, right? But then you also have Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump just yip, yap, bloop, bloop, blah, blah, say what he gotta say, you know? And hey, people love him for that, and you know what? You can't blame him because people like somebody who's genuine sometimes. You know, they don't want to be sugar-coated with everything. And then there's Ted Cruz. Now, Ted Cruz, I really don't know what's going on with Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is just Ted Cruz, and to me, it just seems like he does what he just goes along with Donald Trump, and you know, got that fight going on down there. You know what I mean? Left hook, right hook, up the middle. But seriously, and not only that, but you also have one more candidate by the name of John Kasich. Now, I wish that John Kasich would get a little more coverage than Donald Trump and Ted Cruz, because as of right now, it's literally a kindergarten fight in the Republican Party. You got Donald Trump saying he started doing shit at me first, and then you got Cruz saying it was his fault. You tag my family, I'm gonna keep calm, whatever. That is just literally just one big giant show that is going on, and it's literally shadowing John Kasich, which I feel really bad about. You know, Donald Trump, straight up, dude just says what he wants. You know what I mean? He doesn't really think of what he's saying. He just says it. He says whatever off the top of his head. He may not actually mean it. He might actually mean it. But you know what? The thing is, people like somebody who is not politically correct sometimes. You know, they're tired of the BS that they're always throwing at, and then all of a sudden you have this guy who's just saying this, that, the other thing, and he's riling people up. Literally riling people up. Whether you're for him or against him, he's literally being riled up. And it's awesome. I mean, it's awesome because of the fact that, like, it's literally bullshit and people are just eating it up like no other. Like, seriously, are you really gonna get Mexico to build a wall to keep their people out? Think about it. Now, how realistic does that sound? But apparently people actually are like, yeah, they're gonna make Mexico do it. And then fuck that, we're gonna take Canada next. But wait, no, Donald Trump just said Mexico, not Canada. He's leaving them out for some weird reason. Anyways, back to what I'm saying. You know, Donald Trump, he said he's that, he said he do this, but listen to what he has to say. Nothing, he has nothing to say. I mean, he literally just yip, yap, get you up in a roar, vote Donald Trump. That's him. That's what he does. You know, but hey, feed into it all you want. It's not me. All right, now let's talk about Ted Cruz, okay? In spite of what happened with the bombing in Brussels and all that, you know, my condolences goes out to him, my prayers to the families affected by it. But how are you gonna sit there and tell people that you want to have police on every corner watching the Muslims? Like, bruh, you got caught on TV not even knowing how many Muslims there are in America, and you're gonna have a cop on every corner for them? Seriously, be realistic, man. Your religion doesn't dictate whether you're a good person or you're a bad person. Like, literally, it's us who decides whether it's good or bad, or what to do and what not to do. Let's not forget that at one point in history, Christians were the ones slaying people to force their religion onto them. So Ted Cruz, come on, man. What are you really gonna do? What do you really have to offer us as a president? I wanna know. John Kasich. Kasich? How do you say his name? K-A-S-I-C-H. That's how you spell it. Now, how you say it, I don't know. But he really looks like a stand-up dude for the Republican Party. I have to admit, the little that I have heard from him, he does sound like a genuine guy. He does want to kind of fight for people, you know, but I really haven't gotten a chance to develop an opinion of him because of the fact that he's being overshadowed by the two biggest fucking whiny candidates that we have going on as president. Like, seriously, we're gonna attack each other's wives even though we're fighting to be the executive leader of this country? I mean, it sucks. We have two candidates literally fighting, bickering back and forth on Twitter, no other, about nonsense. Nothing that has to do with their campaign. Like, seriously, who gives a shit what they said about your wife? Who gives a shit who said it first? This day and age, people are gonna say shit no matter what. You're in the limelight, guess what? You're a target. You're a target. And you're gonna take that and be like a whiny little kid. Oh, you do not take my wife. This is where I take us turn. Grow a fucking pair of balls, move on, be the better person, and who gives a shit what the fuck he has to say? You got a man over here literally trying to be a genuine guy. The news don't care. News is like, oh shit. I have to admit, Republican Party's got a big show going on, and I don't see them beating any of the Democrats. Sorry, not sorry. Take it for what you want. The Democratic Party. Now, I have to admit, the Democratic Party is really doing a damn good job. You got Hillary Clinton on one hand, who doesn't know what she stands for, okay? She says one thing one minute and another thing the next. I mean, she's literally like that Justin Bieber song. How does it go? Oh, you nod your head yes, but want to say no. Like, literally that's how she is. She'll tell you yes, and then like maybe a year or 2 or 3 or 4 later, she's like, I meant no. I meant no. I really meant no. I wanted you to stay. Seriously, people, come on. Now, I don't want to be biased, okay? I don't want you guys to figure out who I'm voting for. But what I see is what I'm going to tell you, okay? And what I see in Hillary Clinton, I see a candidate who just wants to win. No clear plan, no clear this or that. She's going to do whatever it takes to win, okay? She even told Sanders to tone it down. Like, tone down what? It's politics. You guys attack each other left and right, going all the way up to the presidential election. Like, why are you gonna tell somebody that they need to tone it down when all he's doing is just saying what you've done in the past? Do you think he should tone it down? I don't know. I feel like it's politics, whatever they say goes. You can't dwell on the fact that somebody's being harsh. Like, the whole point of running for president is to fucking win being president. And to sit around and say, oh, you're hitting me with too many facts and you need to tone it down. That commercial was mean. Does anybody want to know how that commercial was mean when he just pointed out what she did? Seriously, you're over here talking about how 25 hedge fund managers make more money than all the kindergarten teachers in America. Okay, but yet you take $250,000 for a speech. Must be a hell of a fucking speech. $100,000 a plate to sit down with fucking George Clooney. But you're for the little people, right? Man, there's so much to say. So much to say. Trying not to. Trying not to. Moving on. Alright. Now we have, last but not least, Mr. Bernie Sanders. I really wish that I could talk so much shit on Bernie Sanders. Like, it's not even funny. You just want to look and find something just so messed up. And you're like, that's what we were waiting for. That is literally what we were waiting for. Is for people to come up and say something bad. But nobody has. And I'm not saying nobody will, but if you're over here running for president saying, I'm standing up for the little people, I want to make things right, I don't want our government to be corrupt. Corrupt, bro, we're corrupt as fuck out here. For those bills to help me, and I'll help you, you know what I mean? You scratch my back, I scratch your back, you know what I'm saying? Well, my back is on my dick, so give it a scratch. No, I say some stupid shit sometimes. To be honest, I would say Bernie Sanders and John Kasich would be a really, really good fight. Fight to the death. Bernie Sanders really is a grandfather. I mean, he's over here saying, you know, I need to make sure that my people are taken care of. I want to make sure that this and that happens. He's not even taking super PACs. All right, he's taking small donations from people like you and me. And it's gonna be a very, very tight race on the Democratic Party. I give a salute to that. As for the Republican Party, I really do hope that people can look past the BS that Donald Trump and Ted Cruz got going on, because Kasich is a good dude, Bernie Sanders looks like a legitimate guy, and you know what? People can't even say nothing about him. Like, they literally asked Republicans and Democrats about Bernie Sanders and what kind of guy he is. And all of them said, all I can tell you is that Bernie is a man of his convictions. He is an honest man. He does what is right, and he will fight for what is right. You want a president like that? I do. You want a guy like John Kasich who's fighting for the little people too? I think I do. But let's be honest, the presidential election is never between honest people. It's always between the corrupt assholes who always want to make more money or want to find a way to benefit themselves as president. Okay, they don't give a shit about war, but there's a couple people who actually care about this year. And you know what? I think that's why politics really is going to be this hard. I don't really like talking about politics. I really don't. I hate it because people get uptight and woo, wow over little stuff. It's nonsense these days, guys. But I do believe that this year is going to be a very, 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 very big year. depending on who we elect, we get to see who sticks to their word and who's literally just gonna all over America. So take it for what it is. You heard it from me. All that matters is go out and vote.